Hello, today I want to share a story with you that happened many years ago. I was 19 years old and I decided to travel around Europe with my backpack. So I was doing a backpacking, and after 6 months, later I'll tell you more stories about this trip, but now after 6 months I decided to go back home and I was missing everything, my country, my friends, my family, because I was traveling alone for so long. And I had a ticket that would fly from Spain to Brazil, and I was going to fly from Madrid, and I had a small budget and I wanted to save money. Then I decided to go with a subway, and I had a lot of baggage and backpack and everything, so I decided to put my passport and my credit card and my money, everything in a small bag that you put around your neck, because that was easy to use things, it was easy to take things from. And of course, when I stopped in the next station and was going to carry all my bags upstairs, because there was no elevators or anything, then I tried to reach my credit card and it was gone. So everything was gone, my passport, my credit card, my money, everything. So in a rush of despair, I just sat down and cried and decided that anyways I would try, because I really needed and wanted to go home. So I was very determined. I reached the Madrid airport, and of course when I went to the counter, she told me that I could not travel without any documents. Then I was really sad and angry at me and desperate to go home. And of course, not knowing what would happen to me. Then I started crying and she saw what I was going through and she told me, okay, I'll let you go to Lisbon, but I'm sure from Lisbon you're not going to be able to reach São Paulo without your passport. I thanked her and I said, okay, but I will try anyways. And I had no means to stay anyways. So I went to Lisbon, and of course they didn't let me go because I didn't have my passport, and they explained that I needed to stay there and to go to the consulate and take a document that I could travel with. The thing is, I had no money to pay any hotels, no credit cards. I was flying with TAP at the time. They were trying to help me to find a hotel. Everything was booked. It was an event or something there. So it was hard to find a hotel. There was a man behind me in line, and he was very compassionate of my situation, was hearing everything. And he offered to go with me to a cash machine to withdraw cash and to give me the cash. And when I was back in Brazil, I would give him back. At that time, there was no way of finding a hotel. My parents were trying to help me in Brazil as well, and the company was trying to help me. And in the end, a woman that worked for the company decided to help me as well. She was touched by the situation, and I ended up staying at her house. So then everything was fine. I could resolve all the documents. In a couple of days, I was back in Brazil, safe, and went with my mom to this man's office and gave him the money back. I was so grateful. And I would tell you that it was like an angel. I was so desperate. And it was like God had sent me someone to help. If you don't believe in God, you could say the universe or a force. And I'm sharing that with you because every time that I went through a very difficult situation that I thought there was no way out, or I didn't have enough resources to deal with, something happened to help me through. And why I'm sharing this story with you is to let you know that for me, in my life, every time I was in a difficult situation or had no means to solve something, every time something happened that helped me go through or helped me resolve things that I needed and couldn't resolve by myself. So I'm sharing that to let you know that we are never alone. If you are in a difficult situation, or if you are to be in a difficult situation someday, trust in yourself, trust in the universe, trust in God, whatever is what is best for you. But anyway, my message is trust, look around. Sometimes what we need is under our nose. Sometimes the solution is under our nose and we're just not looking. So look around, trust, and know that you're not and never alone. And I'm sure of that. And I'm sure maybe you have examples of that, maybe not in your life, but around you. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Share stories if you have stories. I would love to hear them. And I'll see you in the next video.